Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome to episode 15 of Let's Play Half-Life. This is going to be the final episode 100%, so I hope you're ready for the final confrontation. Of course, we're not in great shape right now, we've got 9 health, but we should be able to fix that somewhat quickly. So this might be a short episode, or I might get real stuck here. It's a little bit RNG, I think. We're hearing the past through this portal. Also, the last time we went through a red portal, it just instantly killed me. The Nihilanth. This is the Nihilanth. This is the master of the alien army. And you can see it also has the big third arm in the chest. So this is a bit of a strange fight. We're in this room that has very low gravity. We're in this sludge that basically cancels out all fall damage if you land in it. So if we fall from real high up onto this goop, it doesn't matter. To actually harm the Nihilanth, first we're going to want to break these crystals. Because right now, he has a shield. You see when we shoot him, one of those balls will go out. Those are his shield bar. So we have to destroy all of those before we can actually hurt him. But if these crystals are still here, he can just replenish his... Shit. So that's his other attack. He either shoots the AoE lightning balls, or he shoots a teleport orb that drops you into these rooms that have supplies in them. So we do want to come in here. This first one is just going to be kind of rough since we've got 9 health, but ideally we can leave with more health than we started. So yeah, maybe I was a little bit inaccurate about saying that it didn't matter what our health was when we left the previous area. I remember there being some supplies on the teleporter platform, but I was wrong. Okay, so we have to watch out, because more of those controllers will pop in. But when we get teleported like this, we have to get to the exit portal, which is the one we fell through. Gravity's also pretty low in here, but we can still take fall damage if we hit the platforms on the way down, if we slip. We gotta do a lot of long jumps across this platform to get out of here. Okay, from here, I think we can just get up. It's hard to see these ledges because they're exactly the same texture as the walls. Well, you can kind of slide down the wall to avoid damage, too. What? What did I get zapped by? Did he hit me with one of his death balls as he was falling? Okay, I need to actually be walking forward to get up here. And free. Okay, so now we're doing a little better. But he can pretty much insta-kill us with his balls. So, you want to kind of just long jump around this room to avoid them. Alright. The crystals aren't too tough. Looks like we can kill him with 2 shots. So we also have to watch out because those teleport balls can spawn enemies in if they don't hit us and they hit a wall instead. son of a bitch. That's one of the more, like, mysterious, ominous lines that he says. At least, originally, when there wasn't a Half-Life 2. You can never know the truth. Alright, this room sucks, because... Again, I don't know what hit me there. Say it sucks because you're going to end up taking more damage than you are going to avoid. This thing didn't take so long to reload. Okay. What I'm really worried about is when the Vortigons start popping in from his teleport balls. Okay. So that's the crystals down. Now we can start hurting him, or destroying his balls. More powerful attacks will destroy multiple balls at once. So it's not like I'm wasting the goods if I hit him with those. Okay, I think he deflected that one with his hands. Like, accidentally. It's also weird that there's no music here. Just the silence. Okay. So, I can also use these jump pads to get up high. The problem with that is that you can't avoid his teleport ball if you use the jump pads. Ooh. Jumped right in front of that. Yeah, so that's why you can't just walk away. You have to long jump away from those purple balls. Okay. I thought there was some health up here. There's a healing pool, but it's kind of useless because you can't just stand in the healing pool without getting blasted. It's just there as a red herring. Ooh, that was a bad piece of cover. I know there's ammo up there, like right on the edge. I got stuck on one of these stones. Oh, please drop faster, Gordon. God damn it. I kind of don't even want to go in here. There are 3 possible places he will teleport you. Wow. I got all 4 of them in one shot. Yeah, so there's 3 possible places you'll get teleported to. I think they stay cleared out once they get cleared out, but after we've gone through all 3, we start just randomly getting dropped into them. So we got a lot of ammo there, and some health, so that's worth a save. Alright, so to get out of here, we need to jump on one of these little rocks, and then just float out. Who knows the purpose of these chambers when there isn't somebody to teleport into them? Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure that those crystals that he uses to heal are the same ones that made up the, you know, the sample that caused the Resonance Cascade. God damn it. So he said they will deceive you there, but it sounded like they see you. The only ichthyosaur we've seen on Zen. So there must be, like, some islands that just have lots of water for these things to exist. I don't know why it's going so slow, though. Usually they go ballistic on you. I don't seem to be hitting it. There we go. Oh, why did I just float up so hard? I'm gonna say that I don't want to peek my head out because there's a bunch of vortigons on the surface. So we need to be careful. But there is a lot of stuff in this room, if we can survive it. Just be careful because there's still low gravity, so... It's possible to get stuck floating when they zap you. I'm glad he just stood there. Okay. Let's see if we can find enough health to make it worth being alive. Because fighting the Nihilanth with 3 health is not gonna happen. Oh, there's a pool here. If I don't die... fall damage from falling into it. Okay. Let's take a breather here to reload, and then we can get back out there and actually finish him off. So yeah, this fight's not really that hard, except for these rooms, because we're on hard difficulty. They're more of a danger than the Nihilanth itself, whose attacks you can kind of endlessly avoid. Or at least you should be able to endlessly avoid until I hit those teleport balls, and they keep hitting me regardless of what I do. But yeah, I don't think the Nihilanth is a bad final boss, it's just a little unusual for an FPS final boss from this time. Also, if you don't get teleported to these rooms, you don't hear those other pieces of dialogue from the Nihilanth.
10%. Power 20%.
I think there might be supplies down here.
20%.
Okay. I got stuck in the wall there for a second. So let's get out of here. Not from that one. I think we actually have to go back to the healing pool. Oh no, wait, there isn't one there. Okay, this is the right one. I find it funny, though, that, like, there's reduced gravity here, but you don't take reduced fall damage if you still hit the ground. It still functions the same as though you were in regular Earth gravity. Okay. Save while he rotates towards us. Please don't immediately shoot another teleport ball at me. I don't even know if I can hit him with these. I think we've gotten lucky. He hasn't teleported any vortigons in this whole time. Alright, so now we've done enough damage. His head has opened up like a flower. Kind of like the alien controllers also have that split head. So now we need to get up top, because the only way to hurt him is to damage the thing inside of his head. And now he's just shooting individual balls. I think you can actually shoot kind of through, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we need to get above his head and toss explosives into it, basically. Oh. I hit one of the controllers in midair. Well, that didn't work great. But yeah, we just need to shoot that portal in his brain. I think he also stops throwing teleports at you at this point in the fight. Ugh. I keep taking the crappy one. Alright, let's try ghost busting his brain. You do have to kind of wait for him to come all the way down and then try it again. And now all of the teleport leaks out of his brain. Oh, I hit one of the ledges on the way down. It is actually possible to land inside of his head. Uh-oh. I did not know that was a thing he would do. There's a gargantua in here now. It's okay. They don't have any long-range attacks. So, I think he did that because I jumped into his head. That's like his counterattack. God damn it. He's just gonna keep dropping me in here, isn't he? I refuse. Oh, he's still got some balls. I don't know if he regenerated those, or... they just kind of reappeared. Or that's a graphical bug, and they're not actually there, because they don't seem to be disappearing when you shoot him. And his head is still open, so we're just going to pretend we don't see those. Well, shit. No, that one doesn't give me enough height to actually do anything. Wow. That rocket spawns way lower than you. It doesn't actually stick with you. Alright, well. I was gonna say that seems to be the one to use, but no, it's this one here that gets you the highest. We got plenty of health, so... I just have to not hit a ledge or anything on the way down. And that's the end of the Nihilanth, which was holding the portal open. Hey there, G-Man.
Freeman in the flesh. Or rather, in the hazard suit, I took the liberty of relieving you of your weapons. Most of them were government property. As for the suit, I think you've earned it. The border world, Zen, is in our control for the time being. Thanks
I'm not really
to you.
sure.
Quite a nasty piece of work you managed over there. I am impressed.
Where this scene is based on the skybox.
That's why I'm here, Mr. Freeman. I have recommended your services to my employers, and they have authorized me to offer you a job. They agree with me that you have limitless potential. You've proved yourself a decisive man, so I don't expect you'll have any trouble deciding what to do. If you're interested, just step into the portal, and I will take that as a yes. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning. Rather an anticlimax after what you've just survived. Time to choose.
So even though this is the only time he talks, they really did a great job, even in the original
It's
Half-Life,
time to
on his
choose.
creepy, doesn't quite speak human language voice. We're gonna go with the first ending, the bad ending. If we just hang out over here instead of taking the job offer.
Looks like we won't be working together. No regrets, Mr. Freeman.
No regrets. Subject Freeman. Status observation terminated. Post-mortem. Subject declined offer of employment. So, you either get death or you get a job. I like that you can still... The scene just goes dark for the credits, but the light is still on. Alright, now let's go with the canonical ending. And take the job offer.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.
Subject Freeman, status hired. Awaiting assignment. And of course, Gordon Freeman returns in Half-Life 2, where it turns out that destroying the Nihilanth did not really improve Earth's situation. Because, well, it did sort of fix the Zen problem. Not even really did that, since the Earth was still closer to Zen. You know, the boundary between worlds was thinner, so there were portal storms, and the Earth got invaded by a bunch of Zen fauna before the Combine came. An interdimensional empire that became aware of Earth thanks to the Black Mesa incident. But yeah, so to get into another thing that isn't really addressed in the game at all, but is something that was revealed by Valve staff, you know, outside in interviews and stuff. Apparently, the Nihilanth and the Vortigaunts, you know, that whole alien set, are from another world. You know, not Zen, but another world that was conquered by the Combine, and they fled, which is why even the Nihilanth has a bunch of, like, restraints built onto it. But the Vortigaunts were the Nihilanth's slaves from his original world, and he was the last of his kind, as he said. So they're kind of a tease, I guess, for what would come in Half-Life 2, though I doubt this was written out ahead of time. They just wanted to hint at some kind of worse thing out there. But yeah, that was fun. It was a little tedious in some parts with the hard difficulty, but, you know, that was my choice. I think if I do Opposing Force, because Opposing Force is, I think, the one I would do next, I do want to kind of do a lot of Half-Life at some point. It only makes sense. I've been doing mods for years, but never actually covered the main series until Blue Shift. But yeah, if I do Opposing Force, I'll do that on normal, because it's just more fun to not have to, like, grind through certain parts. And there's one really nasty part in Opposing Force, because I replayed through it on hard about a year ago, and yeah, certain parts I was like, wow, I do not want to do this again. But Opposing Force, Decay would be an interesting playthrough. And that was the one that was originally a expansion added on to the PS2 port of Half-Life. You know, it was a sort of like Blue Shift was supposed to be an expansion on the Dreamcast port that was never released. Decay was actually added onto the PS2 port, which was released, and it had co-op where you play as two other scientists, Gina and Colette. I think is the other one, who have their own Black Mesa adventure trying to get out of here. But playing this alone, there's a mod that allows you to essentially play it with both characters, where you just swap between them constantly. So I think that might be an interesting thing to give a try. And what else on the Half-Life train? Obviously Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2. Still haven't played Alex, still don't have VR, probably won't for a very long time because it's just not viable for me. Not just buying the VR set, but the fact that I don't have space to actually play VR, so it wouldn't even matter if I had the headset because I wouldn't be able to use it effectively. So that's a long way off, but I did watch a playthrough of Alex, and it was very cool. It's a shame that that's all we're going to probably get from Half-Life for at least another 5 years before Valve's like, hey, we had another idea, so I guess we'll make it a reality. But it'll probably be another VR game because they think VR is the future and the only future, that there is no future for flat screens, 2D screens. All right, so thank you for joining me for Half-Life, and in the future, there will probably be more Half-Life, probably this year. I might even end up covering all of the other stuff this year. Who knows? Only time will tell. It really depends on how many new games I want to cover that come out this year, which the release schedule beyond like June is pretty much blank right now, so we'll see. But until next time, y'all take care, and thanks for joining me on my Black Mesa adventure. Oh, also Black Mesa, that's in the future too. Take care, everyone.